Hello all, we are going to see what is Hammett equation. Okay, so Hammett equation is a linear free energy relationship. So first we have to see what is linear free energy relationship and then we will go to Hammett equation. Okay, so we will get from the name that it is a free energy relationship, a linear relationship between free energies. Okay, so we are considering a reaction. Here we are taking this reaction. This is an aryl ester and it's base hydrolysis, base catalyzed hydrolysis into acid and alcohol. So this is an aryl ester and we can change the substituent at the benzyl at the phenyl ring. Okay, so we will study the change in rate by changing the substituents of this reaction. Okay, so we will get a number of k values, a number of rate constant values for different substituents at the phenyl ring. And we will take another reaction. So I took another reaction, this aryl carboxylic acid and its hydrolysis. Okay, so hydrolysis we will get acid carboxylate anion and H3O plus. So and here also I will study the change in rate constant with change in substituent. The same substituents that I studied in the first reaction, I will repeat the same process in the second reaction also. Okay, so now I have two sets of rate constant values for the first reaction and the rate constant values for the second reaction, rate constant or equilibrium constant. Here in this case we are using capital K, that is equilibrium constant, because it is a reversible reaction. Rate constant is related to equilibrium constant, so we can take either rate constant or equilibrium constant. So we are having two sets of rate constant rate values for the first reaction and the second reaction, and if there is a linear relationship between these two, okay, log K of the first reaction and log K of the second reaction are plotted like this, and if we get a linear shape of graph, then we will say that there is a linear free energy relationship between these two reactions. Okay, we know that rate constants are related to free energy of the reaction. Okay, log K, ln K is equal to minus delta G0 by RT. Okay, so rate constant is related to free energy change. Okay, so in short, we will choose a reaction and we will change the substituents so that we will get different rate constant values, and we do the same changes. The same study is done with a second reaction, and there also we will get a number of rate constant values. And if there is a linear relationship between these two rate constant values, if we get a linear shaped graph, if we plot between these two rate constant values, then we can say that there is a linear free energy relationship between these two reactions. Okay, so there will be two reactions and the same substituents will be studied. Okay, in both reaction we will study the effect of a set of substituents, a same set of substituents. Okay, so that is simply a linear free energy relationship. Hammett equation is the simplest and the first and basic linear free energy relationship that was discovered. Okay, so here from the linear free energy relationship we are getting a quantitative idea about the structure and reactivity. We are changing the substituents and we study the change in rate constant by changing substituents. So that is, we are studying the effect on reactivity of the structure of the reactant. We are changing the substituent and we study the effect of the change on the reactivity. Okay, so this linear free energy relationship will give us a quantitative idea about structure of the reactant and the reactivity, structure and reactivity. Okay, so now we can go to Hammett equation. So Hammett equation was first studied by taking these two reactions as the cases. As we explained earlier, these two reactions was selected by Hammett for this study. So first reaction is a base catalyzed hydrolysis of an aryl ester and second reaction is the ionization of aryl carboxylic acid. Okay, so these two reactions were studied, and when log K of the first reaction was plotted against log K of the second reaction, he got a linear shaped graph. Okay, so a line means its general equation is y is equal to mx plus c. So here y is log k equal to m is slope. So here the slope is rho m, x is log k plus c. So this is the in the form of the general equation y is equal to mx plus c. This equation was derived from this graph. Okay, that is the first equation. Okay, so and now we are considering a base case. Base case means we consider unsubstituted reactants. In both cases we are considering the unsubstituted reactants. Unsubstituted, that is ethyl benzoate. We will consider ethyl benzoate here, and we will consider benzoic acid here. That is unsubstituted, where the substituent is hydrogen. Okay, that is considered as the base case, because there is no effect, no substituent was there, so there is no effect of the substituent on the reactivity of the reactant. Okay, so that is the base case. In the absence of a substituent, what will be the reaction rate? Okay, so that is the base case. We will take it as K0. So log K0 is equal to rho log capital K0 plus C. Okay, here we have plotted against rate constant against equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant and rate constants are related. Okay, equilibrium constant is equal to rate of forward reaction by rate of backward reaction. Okay, so they are related. So we can use here, in the place of equilibrium constant, you can use rate constant also. That is not a problem. Okay, so we consider the base case log K0 is equal to rho log K0 plus C. Now we will subtract 1 and 2. 2 from 1. So log K minus log K0 is equal to rho into log capital K minus log capital K0. Okay, C minus C will be cancelled, and we will write in this form log K by K0 is equal to rho log K by K0. Okay. And log K means here it is the ionization. Okay, so is acid. So ionization constant of an acid minus log concentration of minus log K, that is ionization constant of an acid. pKa means minus log Ka. Okay, so here this K means Ka. This is the ionization of an acid, so it is acid ionization constant K. So pKa means minus log Ka. So here it is log K. Okay, here it is log K0. So when we convert it into pKa value, pKa0 minus pKa. Okay, because you know that here it is plus log Ka. So this is minus pKa. This is plus pKa0. Okay, so pKa0 minus pKa. You can write either in the form of log or either in the form of pKa values. Okay, and log pKa0 minus pKa is written as sigma. Okay, here the rho is termed as reaction constant and sigma is termed as the substituent constant. Okay, this is the Hammett equation. Log K by K0 is equal to rho sigma. Okay, K is the rate constant of the reaction for different substituents. K0 is the rate constant of the reaction where there is no substituent. Rho is the reaction constant. Sigma is the substituent constant. For different substituent, sigma will be different. Okay, and this relationship was seen for para and meta substituted reactants. In this reaction, Hammett found this linear LFER in the case of para substituents and also meta substituent. Okay, so for suppose there is a nitro group at the meta position, then for that nitro group there will be a sigma value, this sigma value. Okay, and then we will study the rate of the reaction with the nitro group at the meta position, and we can get a equation like this. For each substituent we will get a relation like this. Okay, for ortho substituent there will be no linear free energy relation. There will be no, the graph won't be a line, because if in the case of ortho substituent, I will show that. This is the carboxylic acid, ester, ethyl ester. The base hydrolysis of this we have studied. Okay, there is a substituent at this position, a group. I am just saying group. Which group? Electron withdrawing or electron donating. There will be a steric effect. This is the reaction center. Okay, this is the reaction center, either here or here. So this is the reaction center. There will be a steric effect on the reaction center by the ortho substituent. So according to the size of the ortho substituent, that steric effect also will play there. Okay, but in the case of meta and para substituent, there will be no much steric effect. So here we are dealing with only the polar effect of the substituent. Okay, polar effect means either it is electron withdrawing or it is electron donating. It's inductive effect, plus psi or minus psi, or it's resonance effect. That resonance effect, that polar effect means inductive plus resonance effect. Okay, so that polar effect of the substituent, that will change the reaction rate. If we consider ortho substituent also, there will be polar effect, and along with that there will be a steric effect also. So we will not get a linear relationship. So that straight line graph won't get for ortho substituent. It was obtained for only meta and para substituents. Okay. And sigma is the measure of total polar effect exerted by the substituent on the reaction center. Only the polar effect. There is no steric effect was considered in the Hammett equation. Only the polar effect of the substituent was considered. Okay. What happens when an electron withdrawing substituent is replaced by a electron donating substituent, or a less electron donating substituent is replaced by a more electron donating substituent? That is studied in Hammett equation. Only the polar effect, not the steric effect. That is why ortho substituents are excluded. Okay, so positive value for sigma indicates the presence of electron withdrawing substituent, and negative value for sigma indicates the presence of electron donating substituent. Okay, and so rho is the measure of susceptibility of a reaction to the electronic characteristic of the substituent. Okay, we said that sigma is the measure of total polar effect exerted by the substituent on the reaction center. Okay, sigma is the effect of measure of the total polar effect exerted by the substituent on the reaction rate. Okay, the effect of polar effect of the substituent on K. Okay, so sigma is the extent of that effect. Okay, so meta nitro group has a polar effect which can affect the reaction center. Rho will define how much that sigma value affect the K value. We can say that it's a fraction of sigma value that will affect K. We can say like that also. Okay, so sigma is the susceptibility of the reaction to the electronic characteristic. There will be electronic characteristic for each substituent. Okay, but that electronic character, the effect of electronic character on the reaction center will change for different reactions. Meta nitro group has a polar effect. Okay, but that effect of that meta nitro group on the reaction center will change for different reactions. So rho will give that extent of that effect of substituent on the reaction center. Okay, that is rho. So if you want more, we can do a different video on the physical significance of sigma and physical significance of rho. Hammett equation is a very important topic. It's a very wide topic. So this is only the basic introduction topic only. So if you want, I will do more videos on Hammett equation. Okay, thank you.